think you've seen it all in boxing. Sabalenka being crowned champion, once again showing the world why he is the greatest. Left hook on the temple, unbelievable.
We start with a special showcase bout.
It's an absolute monster of a lightweight. What a moment! The history-making goal!
She wasn't going for goal, but she'll happily accept it.
It's gone all the way through, and look at this! Chewinga! Did you dare write Barcelona off?
The career of one of the all-time greats is all but over.
Nice comeback.
Uma oportunidade de dizer alguma coisa que eu acho que nunca disse.
Let's get this party started!
NFL Game Pass is now exclusively on DAZN.
Let's get this thing going.
Watch every game, plus the playoffs and Super Bowl.
To the end zone. What a play!
It's your all-access pass.
That's how you fight a southpaw. Well on his way to coming back.
Katie Taylor does it again. Look at the emotion.
The following programme is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. From the four corners of the world, to the four corners of this ring, the fight starts now! How do you like it?
Off the shoulder. So aggressive, so focused.
Look at these two guys! Still, the undisputed champion of the world!
Buenos dias, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Yeah, it is great to be here. Hello, everyone. Great to be back. I'm Ariel Helwani. So excited, so honored to be here once again. We were here back in January to kick off the promotion for this historic event, the biggest boxing event in the history of this amazing island. But this is a little different, my friends, because now we're on the road to Saturday night. Saturday night, March 2nd, Amanda Serrano, the real deal, comes home for the first time since becoming unified world featherweight champion. She comes home, headlines an event at the historic El Choliseo de Puerto Rico. She is on the bill. She is not playing second fiddle to anyone. This is a homecoming for her, a massive, massive event, and it's such a great honor for me to be here. Of course, it's going to go down this Saturday, like I said, on DAZN with your subscription, no pay-per-view required. It's Amanda Serrano against the pride of Germany, someone who is here to not just take part, not just be an opponent. Nina the Brave Meinke is here to shock the world. And once again, yes, shout out to my friends in Germany. Once again, Amanda Serrano choosing to make history, 12 3-minute rounds, just like she did back in October. She says she wants the same rules, the same stipulations, the same playing field as the men, and so that will be the standard from here on out, and that will be the rules for this event, this main event on Saturday. And of course, we have the return of the problem child, but here in Puerto Rico, El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul, returning, this time in the co-main event slot, not in the main event slot. He is taking somewhat of a back seat to his fellow fighter and fellow member of MVP, one Amanda Serrano, of course. He is going up against the Rhino, Ryan Borland. So this event sponsored, shout out to Ryan Borland, got a nice little contingency here as well. This event sponsored by the Puerto Rico District Authority, by Junte Boricua, Puerto Rico Tourism Company, OnlyFans, Home Power Sun Energy, and Celsius, Live Fit, Essential Energy, the absolute best. So great to have them on board as well. March 2nd, history will be made right here in Puerto Rico. Amanda Serrano coming home. The biggest boxing event to ever take place in Puerto Rico is a massive, historic main event. 12 3-minute rounds.
She's the queen of the island.
The real deal, Amanda Serrano.
There's no backing down.
He is looking to make a statement.
The problem child.
El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
Should be the biggest event in Puerto Rican boxing history, and it's going to be a night to remember.
So there you have it. Like I said, history on many levels. Biggest gate, biggest boxing event. This island's history, El Choliseo, 18,000 strong. They're expecting a sellout. Amanda Serrano putting up her IBF, her WBO, her WBA, her IBO, and Ring Magazine featherweight world titles against the IBF mandatory challenger. Once again, the pride of Germany. Shout out Nina, the brave Meinke, not here just to take part. And like I said, Jake Paul coming back after his thrilling knockout of Andre August in December, going up against Ryan, the Rhino Borland, without a doubt his most accomplished opponent to date. 17 wins, 6 knockouts. He too looking to shock the world. But it's not just about those two fights. We've got the global pro debut of Paul Wanna Walton, the star of Euphoria. 17 years young, this kid. Watching him on the open workout yesterday, you'd think that the footage is sped up. He is that fast, he is that skilled, the youngest athlete ever signed to the Jordan brand. He will be competing on this card against Joshua Torres. Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez looking to defend his WBO junior flyweight title against fellow Puerto Rican and mandatory challenger Renee Santiago, and I can't wait for Crystal Rosado to come home as well. She is one of 2 fighters signed by Amanda Serrano. She is managing them. The other one, of course, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez. Crystal Rosado also fighting 3-minute rounds, coming back home in a classic Puerto Rico versus Mexico shootout, going up against Gloria Munguia, who is a more accomplished and has more fights on her record. Rosado looking to assert herself as one of the bright young prospects in this sport. And headlining the prelim card, Christopher Pitufo Diaz, 27-4, 17 knockouts against Heedley Scott. They will kick things off on the prelims as we head into the main card, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on DAZN, just with your subscription, no pay-per-view required. All right, no more talking from me. Let's get into things. Let's say hello to our first batch of fighters. Let's say hello first and foremost to the aforementioned 18-1, 12 knockouts, Heedley Scott, who, as I said, will be headlining the prelim card against Christopher Pitufo Diaz, 27-4, 17 knockouts, a 10-round super featherweight bout, headlining the prelims. Hello, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much to you as well. As I said, looking forward to this fight, which will be kicking off the main cards, 4 3-minute rounds. Gloria Munguia, 5-0, representing Mexico. Here she is, Gloria Munguia. And she will be going up against young sensation, the 2-0, recently signed by Amanda Serrano, the pride of Puerto Rico, Crystal Rosado. Let's say hello to Crystal Rosado back, who looked fantastic at the open workouts as well. And in a WBO junior flyweight title fight, we've got Renee Santiago, 12-3, also representing this great island, going up against the champion And also managed by Amanda Serrano, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez. There's the champion, Jonathan. And Renee. Thank you very much, guys. There's that WBO title. Love it. Thank you so much to all the fighters being up here. Appreciate it very much. Heedley, we'll start with you. Massive opportunity, big card. You get to kick things off as we head into the main card. Your thoughts on getting a opportunity like this on such a big stage Saturday night? Yes.
Oh, I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I'm thankful. And I guess Puerto Rico's not too far from my last professional fight, Jamaica.
I love the hair, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What do you do, by the way, when you fight? How are you? What do you tie it up? What's the game plan?
Oh, I tie up in the back with some elastic bands, and they stay strapped.
I love it. I love it. Let's ask Pitufo. And by the way, Pitufo, what does Pitufo mean for the gringos out there who don't speak?
So Pitufo means Smurf.
Smurf?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Why do they call you Smurf?
My dad passed away when I got 8 years old. That was his nickname in the street. So when I turned professional, I just used Pitufo as a nickname for his glory.
I love it. Representing your father, honoring your father. I'm sure he's very proud of you and would be proud of what you're trying to accomplish on Saturday. Massive opportunity on a big stage. Your thoughts when you got this call to compete on this card?
To me, I'm super happy for this opportunity. Thank you to Most Value. Thank you for Box Lab Promotion to get me in this card. But first of all, thank you, God, to give me one more chance to be on this last chapter of Christopher Pitufo Diaz. I'm being in bigger stage. I'm being fighting for the top league in 126-pounder. Also, world title 130-pounder. And this is not going to be the changeable. Right now, I'm going to go back to the top league and face anybody on the top 10 fighters.
Love it. Want to ask a question to the Pride of Mexico, Gloria Munguia. And by the way, we do have Lupe here who will be translating in case any of the fighters need some help as well. Gloria, this is Mexico versus Puerto Rico, and there's a lot of hype surrounding her, of course, signed by Amanda Serrano, getting to fight back here in Puerto Rico. Are you familiar with Crystal's game, and if so, what do you make of her skills so far in her young career?
You know what? I've seen her fights. I think she's a great fighter. I think both of our styles are going to make for a great fight.
All right, and for you, Crystal, we spoke to you back in January. This is such a huge deal. Could you have ever imagined this early in your career to be on a card like this, to be given an opportunity like this? Just 2 pro fights thus far.
Cristal, platicamos un poco cuando te vimos en enero. ¿Esperabas que tan temprano en tu carrera tenías una oportunidad tan grande en una cartelera de ese tamaño?
Jamás. Tan poco tiempo de mi carrera profesional, jamás me hubiera visto en un escenario tan grande como este.
You know, so early in my career, I would have never seen myself on the stage of this magnitude.
Are you nervous?
¿Estás nerviosa?
Más bien ansiosa de pelear ya.
I'm more anxious than anything else, just ready to fight.
I love it. And for you, Gloria, 3-minute rounds. She's following in the footsteps of Amanda Serrano. How do you feel about this?
You know, I'm very excited to be part of the 3-minute rounds. I think us women, we need that. The 2 minutes are just way too fast, but I think this is a great way to open up for other girls in the future for them to fight 3 minutes as well. I'm very excited and very happy to be here in Puerto Rico. It's beautiful.
Love it. And for you, Crystal, why is this important for you? Why do you want to fight 3-minute rounds as opposed to the more traditional 2-minute rounds for women's bouts?
¿Por qué importa tanto para ti, Cristal, pelear rounds de 3 minutos? ¿Qué significa para ti?
Es muy importante ya que estamos dejando saber que tanto los hombres y las mujeres merecemos la misma oportunidad y que podemos hacer lo mismo.
It's very important to me because I want people to know that both men and women deserve the same opportunities and that we're equals.
Okay, now let's talk to the men who will be competing for the WBO junior flyweight title. We have Rene Santiago, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez, the champion. I'll start with you, Rene. Big opportunity for you as well. Your thoughts on Bomba's title reign so far? This will be his 3rd defense of the WBO belt.
Empezamos contigo, René. ¿Qué piensas tú del reinado del actual campeón? Lo has visto en sus últimas 3 peleas y ¿qué ves en él?
Bueno, primeramente, ¿verdad? Agradecido de Dios por esta oportunidad. Sabemos que vamos a enfrentar a un rival inteligente que ha tenido mucha experiencia desde el boxeo amateur, pero gracias a Dios hemos tenido una preparación satisfactoria para el sábado 2 de marzo subir al ring y tratar de buscar esa victoria que tanto andamos buscando.
First of all praise goes to God. Obviously, we're facing a guy who has tremendous amateur experience, a very disciplined fighter, but we've also put in a great training for this particular bout. And come March 2nd, you guys are going to see a tremendous contest.
Bomba, my man, you're here in Puerto Rico. What an event, what a card. Biggest boxing event in the rich history of this island. How exciting is this for you?
First thing, I'm always thank God this big opportunity they're giving me. I want to thank all the people that have to be in this big event. WBO, thank you very much for considering me a WBO champion. I'm ready. Doesn't matter, I'm ready. I'm already in weight. Tomorrow, Jonathan Gonzalez is going to do his work in the weight-in. There's been a lot of talks. There's been a lot of things about my weight. If you want to get the scale, put the scale right there on my scale. I'm going to weigh myself today. I'm ready for tomorrow.
People have been questioning whether or not you're going to make weight. This has bothered you?
No, but it's just they talk about that Bamba Gonzalez cannot make weight, can't make 108 pounds. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to make the weight, and we're ready to fight 12 rounds.
Renee, are you worried about him making weight?
René, ¿te preocupa que tu oponente no pueda hacer el peso mañana?
No, en lo absoluto. Entendemos que él es un profesional, ¿verdad? Y él sabe la responsabilidad que tiene en su hombro y entendemos que con los años de trayectoria y experiencia él va a hacer el peso y el sábado podrán obtener una guerra garantizada el 2 de marzo en el Coliseo de Puerto Rico.
Not in the least. He's a professional. He has a long career. He knows exactly what he has to do tomorrow. He knows the responsibility he has on his shoulders. And what I can tell you is upcoming Saturday night, you're going to see a war. You're going to see a war in the Coliseum of Puerto Rico.
And one more from me to you. Why did you decide to sign with Amanda Serrano? Why was this the right move for your career at this point?
Big opportunities are giving me and being a big show like this. Hopefully in the future we keep working together. This is a big event. And making my 3rd defense in a big event like this. Thanks to Amanda, thanks to Jordan, thanks to Team MVP, man. I'm just grateful. God has put me in this position. And on Saturday night, I'm going to do my work.
I love it. I do believe that we have some media members in attendance. If anyone wants to ask any of the fighters some questions, I know that we have Mike here with the mic. Mike on the mic. And if you want to ask a question to any of the fighters, you can raise your hand. Last time we were here in January, I have to say the media was very shy. So this time, I'm expecting some hard-hitting questions. Someone has to kick things off first. And if not, I'll just keep asking questions myself, but I feel like that would be very selfish and rude of me. Here we go. Thank you very much.
Saludos tanto para René como para Bomba. Han dicho que va a haber una guerra. ¿Por qué entienden que va a ser una guerra esa pelea del sábado?
Greetings to both René and Bomba. You guys keep saying it's going to be a war this upcoming Saturday night. Why? Why will it be a war?
How about you go first, René?
Entiendo que, ¿verdad?, se habla sobre una guerra debido al estilo de pelea que él trae al ring, el estilo de pelea que yo traigo y la trayectoria, ¿verdad?, que ambos hemos marcado durante tantos años en los pesos bajitos y entendemos, ¿verdad?, por tal razón que será una gran batalla y estipulada como una gran guerra por así mismo.
The reason we believe it's going to be a war is because we have both long careers. We've marked our careers. That's been a sign of what we've done inside the ring. And come Saturday night, that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get two fighters who are determined to fight, and we guarantee you a war.
Hopefully my part is going to be a war. I don't know his part. He could say whatever he wants. He's going to come to war or not. But in my part, I can say my part. I will come to put the pressure. Round number 1, 2, 3 is pressure, pressure, pressure.
let's see whatever net brings. If the grounds go through, hopefully my experience, my speed, and my condition that I have is going to be over René Santiago, and then my fight is put pressure from the first round.
I have a question for Gloria. She's just 2-0. Big opportunity for her in her home island. Is this too much too soon, in your opinion, for Crystal?
I am aware of her amateur background. She has a lot of experience, so I know she's ready. So I'm going to give her a good fight. That's why I'm here. I flew 10 hours ready for a good fight.
Okay. Can't wait for it. If
Thank
there
you.
are no more questions, or there is one. Okay, here we go.
Pitufo, después de 8 años de haber peleado aquí en Puerto Rico, ¿cómo se siente volver otra vez, pelear frente a tu gente y demostrarle que a Pitufo le queda todavía?
Bueno, para los que saben, las únicas derrotas que tengo son con los mejores del mundo. Siempre que vengo a Puerto Rico, siempre que me trepo mi cel al ring, van a esperar una guerra. Este sábado no va a ser la excepción. A Pitufo le queda mucho. Quiero estar otra vez en los grandes, en los 130, que se preparen, que los que estén ready, volvemos a guerrear otra vez. Estamos de vuelta y el sábado van a ver a Pitufo otra vez coronarse campeón, pues esta vez de la AMB Continental.
The question was, after being 8 years away from the island and getting your chance to fight here this Saturday night, what can we expect from you? What you can expect from me is, you guys have seen that my only losses have been to world champions. I'm going to show you Saturday night that there's still a lot more left from Pitufo Diaz. I'm ready to fight the top guys in the world, and once again, you will see me champion.
And I must say, Pitufo now climbing the ranks for me is one of my favorite nicknames in the fight game. So much respect on that.
So right now, I'm pointing to Lamont Roach.
Okay.
He's the #1 in WBA. After this fight, I'm going to be ranking number 10. I hope he can have the balls to face me after this fight. I show him I'm one of the best in the division, and then in the WBA he can get a mandatory or like an easy fight, so he can choose me whenever he wants.
I love it. What a scene it's going to be on Saturday. Tickets still available, limited tickets available over at tiquetera.com. I do believe we have one last question, and then we'll say hello to our next batch of fighters. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, this is Kevin Garcia with Fight Hype, and this question is for both Crystal and Gloria. Hola, Crita, yo soy Kevin Garcia con Fight Hype, y la pregunta para usted y para Gloria es que, perdóname, the question for you and Gloria is, I know Amanda fights 3-minute rounds, and this is a standard she's setting, and you guys talked about the importance. Can we expect you to continue to fight 3-minute rounds even after this fight between the two of you? La pregunta, Crita, es sencillo. Sabe que hablamos de la importancia de usted pelear rounds por 3 minutos. ¿Podemos esperar que vas a seguir a pelear en round de 3 minutos?
Claro, yo no tengo ningún problema de eso. Incluso en aficionado no es lo mismo, pero también se peleaba 3 minutos.
Absolutely, I have no problem with that. Even though in the amateurs we didn't fight that distance, I have absolutely no problem going 3-minute rounds from now on.
Thank you very much. Did you want her? Yeah, for Gloria as well.
Sí, a mí me encantaría pelear 3 minutos. Yo pienso que nos da la oportunidad a las boxeadoras, que somos mujeres, pelear más y no sentirnos tan apresuradas. Me encantaría seguir peleando 3 minutos y ojalá que este sea el futuro.
I'm completely ready to fight 3-minute rounds. I feel when you fight less time, it puts added pressure on you to perform inside the ring, and I would love to continue this trend of going 3-minute rounds.
Shout out to Fight Hype, by the way, Damian Lillard's favorite website. That's what I found out earlier in the week. All right, thank you very much for the questions. Appreciate it. Puerto Rico, can you show some love to these incredible fighters who will be no doubt putting on a show this Saturday at the El Choliseo de Puerto Rico? It's going to be an unbelievable event. I am so excited to feel that crowd. I remember seeing the WWE event last year in that arena and thinking to myself, holy smokes, if there was ever a boxing event headlined by Amanda Serrano here, it would be insane. We are now just 2 days away from experiencing that.
Puerto Rico, you're my inspiration, my fighting spirit, my people. Here is where we stand and fight 12 rounds from my belts on my soil.
This is what Serrano does.
It feels so good to be back. March 2nd, live on the Zone.
All right, so that was the first batch of fighters. By the way, tomorrow, right back here at the beautiful Distrito de T-Mobile, I'm getting, I think, a little bit better with my Spanish. I don't know if anyone agrees with that, but I think so. So I'll give myself the pat on the back. We'll have the weigh-ins here tomorrow evening. You can watch them on the DAZN YouTube channel, and it will be quite the scene. I can't wait for that. It feels like the anticipation, the build, the buzz, the hype, it's all getting bigger and bigger as we approach Saturday. Once again, March 2nd on DAZN, no pay-per-view required at the historic El Choliseo de Puerto Rico, the biggest boxing event, the biggest gate ever in the history of this island. All right, let's say hello now to our next batch of fighters, and I can't wait to say hello to these men and women. First things first, let's say hi to Joshua Torres, looking to shock everyone and make a few people upset here, no doubt. He is going up against the 17-year-old Wanna Walton. Joshua Torres, the aforementioned, 2 fights on his pro record. If you are here, please present yourself. There he is. Hello, Joshua. Making us wait. I like that. A little anticipation. Well done. All right. Now we say hello to a young man who is taking the world of fighting and entertainment by storm. Just 17 years young, an absolute stud, a sensation. You've seen him on the hit show Euphoria, but he's like, nah, I don't care about all that acting Hollywood stuff. I'm here to make some noise in the squared circle. The youngest athlete signed by the Jordan brand. Last summer we found out, newest addition to the MVP stable. He is making his global pro debut on Saturday night. Give it up for Paul Wanna Walton. Oh, I went for the fist bump, but he left me hanging there. Okay, here. No, good. Have a seat. Only giving you love because you weren't here in January. You had some flight issues, so it's great to see you on the stage. All right, now let us say hello to another young man who is looking to upset a lot of people. By far the most accomplished and, you know, the most fights that anyone that Jake Paul has ever fought. Ryan Borland is looking to shock the world on Saturday. 17-2, 6 knockouts. They call him the Rhino. He hits very hard. Say hello to Ryan the Rhino Borland. Yo, big pop for Ryan Borland. Love it. That is great. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're very loud. You got a lot of love here in San Juan. Tremendous stuff. Now let us say hello to the man who is looking to improve one step further on the journey to becoming a boxing world champion. He calls Puerto Rico home. He is the problem child, but here on the island they call him El Gallo de Dorado, the rooster of Dorado. Yesterday at the open workouts, he was actually boxing with a rooster mask on. It was incredible scenes. He is the face of MVP. He is one half of the co-main event. He is the one and only Jake Paul. Give it up for Jake Paul, everyone. There he is. Jake Paul is here. The Paul family in attendance as well. Hello to everyone in the front row. Good to see you all. That's your seat right over there. That's the co-main event seat. You're not used to that seat. It's been a while. It's been like 4 years since you were in that seat. Usually you're right here. But fittingly, and respect to you for understanding the moment and the occasion, this is historic stuff on so many different levels, like I said. Biggest event here on the island, biggest gate, and once again, 12 3-minute rounds, just like the men. So let's first say hello to the pride of Germany, looking to shock everyone, looking to upset everyone. They call her the brave. She's going to have to be very brave on Saturday. She is Nina Meinke. Look at that. Nice to see the flags, Nina. Good to see you as well.
Good to see you too.
And Puerto Rico, now it's time to show some love to the trailblazer, to the icon, to the one and only, to arguably the best female boxer on the planet, to the unified world featherweight champion to the face of Puerto Rican boxing, to the one who brought this event to Puerto Rico, to the one and only, the legend, the real deal, Amanda Serrano. I love the grandiose entrance from the top. Just like the prom days, right? You come down, take the picture. It's lovely.
I never went to prom.
Okay. Well, this is your opportunity to relive that. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. This is tremendous stuff. Amanda, thank you very much as well. I do want to start with Wanna Walton because we didn't get a chance to talk to you back in January. This is nuts, man. 17 years old, Jake Paul, Amanda Serrano, sold out Puerto Rico. Can you describe the thoughts going through your mind as you're about to make your global pro debut on Saturday on such a big stage?
Honestly, I'm just super grateful to be here. Thank you for all the support everybody has given me so far, and I really can't wait to show out Saturday night.
Joshua, are you familiar with Wanna, and do you think this is a little bit too much too soon for the young man?
No, I didn't know too much about him before until recently, and I think it's going to be a good fight, honestly.
You're the one person who hasn't seen Euphoria.
No, I have not. Somebody has told me before about it, never looked into it. I just knew Zendaya was in it, and after that, I didn't know anything about it until they told me about Wanna, and I was like, who's that? And then I looked it up, and I saw it. I don't watch too much TV, so...
I feel you. Are you familiar with Joshua Wanna?
I watched one of his fights pretty recently. I thought it was a pretty close fight, but I'm really just looking forward to getting in the ring with him Saturday night.
Okay. Can't wait to see you make your global pro debut. Let us say hello to Ryan Borland. Ryan, what an opportunity for you here to face someone like Jake Paul, who's coming off that thrilling knockout back in December. How did this all come about? How did you get the call to be next for Jake Paul?
I got a hold of, I think it's his manager, and we was able to work everything out, and now we're here.
He has talked a lot about you in the build-up. You have kept it relatively low profile. I even saw that, I believe it was in blood. I'm not sure of which animal or person. He wrote your name on his mat in his gym in blood. Did you see any of these, of these things that he's been doing leading up to the fight? And if so, how do you feel about it?
I seen some of it. It don't bother me. It's just all a part of the build-up, so.
Okay. Jake, welcome back. Great to see you once again. Ryan Borland, 17-2, like I said, the most accomplished pro boxer that you have faced thus far. No disrespect to any of the other opponents that you have faced, but that's a pretty extensive resume. Why does he make sense for you next?
Yeah, 100%. I want to challenge myself. I want to put on tough fights, and I need to get experience on my path to world champion. And, he's got 19 fights. He's a very accomplished, experienced veteran in the sport, and so I need to challenge myself. And beating Andre August without taking one punch, I thought he was going to give me some rounds. So I was like, all right, let's just get a guy who's got twice as many fights, twice as many accolades, put him in the ring, and let's see what happens. So that's why I say 2 rounds, because he is twice as good as Andre. So maybe he'll land one punch instead of half of a punch that Andre landed.
Does he do anything out there that concerns you? What are you worried about?
Nothing at all, to be quite honest. He has experience. My biggest worry is that he feels the power, in the first 30 seconds and then runs away, because he has enough experience to run away, and that's what I could see happening. But I'm good enough at cutting off the ring and going to be able to stop him regardless.
By the way, Ryan, are you the kind of fighter who feels power and runs away?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. We'll find out for sure on Saturday. Nina, it's so good to see you again. You're always so smiley, so happy to be here. Nice crowd here in attendance. This is all built around her. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Do you like the idea of playing spoiler, of ruining everyone's party?
Not normally, but this Saturday, yes.
What do you have to do? What are the keys to beating Amanda Serrano, who has looked virtually unbeatable as of late?
I'll show you on Saturday.
Okay, fair enough. Amanda, we spoke back in January, but now it's here, and you're all over the place. You're doing such big things, charitable things for this island, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But here we are, 48 hours removed, your 50th fight, back home, historic stuff. I would just love to tap into your brain, to your thoughts, to your emotions, how you're feeling before making history on Saturday.
Oh, super excited. Want it to be over with already. It's been a long build-up, a long camp. Trained really hard. I'm mentally and physically ready to put on a great show in the Choliseo, sold-out crowd in front of a tough, durable opponent. I'm excited to share the ring with Nina, and we're going to go out there and show that, like we always do, women can fight, we can sell, obviously. Look, and yeah, I'm just excited and I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
And for those that may be new to all of this, why is 12 3-minute rounds so important to you? Why is this such a big deal?
Because we've been criticized for a long time with the 2 minutes. We always want better pay, and people criticize us for, well, you fight less than us. So, and also it's our choice. If we want to fight like the men, if it gives us more time to showcase our skills, then let's do it. And eventually, it will lead to more money for women in boxing. So I think it's your choice if you want to do it. It's definitely my choice from now on.
Yeah. Much love. Shout out. Hello, Logan. How are you? Good to see you. Nina, for you, in terms of the training, how much different was the training to go, 12 3-minute rounds is a lot different than 10-2. That's a significant more amount of time. How much different and how tough was this training camp as you prepared for 12-3?
Oh, the training camp was really tough. I mean, yeah, it was more intense, more rounds of sparring. We prepared in the Dominican Republic to get used to this climate. Really like the warmth. Now it's definitely nicer than Germany. But yeah, it was a very tough camp, and I'm ready for the fight on Saturday.
Jake, why was it important? You could have headlined this event, and it could have done, pretty good business. But you said, no, this is about her. Why was this important for you to be the co-main and not the headliner this time?
Yeah, look, I mean, she's the queen of this island, the queen of MVP, and I'm just so honored to be a part of her story. And this is such an important fight for boxing. I don't think people really realize. Like, to my right is the future of boxing, a superstar, millions and millions of followers already engaged. He has the opportunity to change this sport for the next decade. And then Amanda Serrano breaking records in her home island, setting gate records, 12 3-minute rounds, and then on my path to world champion. This card to me is probably the most exciting one I've been a part of, point blank, period. It's going to be such an electric night, and I feel like it's going to be one of the loudest events in boxing history. So it's just surreal to be here, really making history. And it's all credit to Amanda for, joining MVP and trusting me and Nikisa with her career. And I think we've proven ourselves as now she's the most paid and highest followed women boxer in the sport. And there's more to go. There's more to go. And that's why it's just so exciting to be doing this with Wanna as well up here. Like, just this whole family, the whole energy, everything's perfect this week.
Yeah, I'm excited. I get to headline with my baby brother and my other baby brother here, and it's going to be a great night. Like you said, this is an amazing family here, that MVP Nikisa that we built together, and I'm just so excited to be a part of it. Now we're bringing the newer generation in, and I just can't wait for a successful night.
And, you've obviously been around the fight game for a long time. You call him your baby brother. He's making his global pro debut, but as a veteran of the game, can you tell us what impresses you so much about Wanna?
Because he's young, and honestly, he doesn't have to fight. Just like what I say about Jake Paul, they don't have to fight. They're successful outside of the ring, and they want to do this crazy sport. So it's just truly amazing to see him going out there and working hard and putting himself, his health, everything on the line for boxing. And I mean, it's kind of crazy that his global event is only his second fight, and I said, just be prepared for 18,000 Boricua screaming. It might be a little overwhelming, but it will just help you for the future.
Oh yeah, I'll be ready.
Ryan, I want to ask you, Jake is a polarizing figure in the world of boxing, but seems to have gained more and more respect every time he goes out there. What is your assessment of his skills as a boxer at this point?
I feel like he's getting better and better, and I'm just excited to get in there and show the world what I got on Saturday.
What are his weaknesses? His weaknesses. What are the weaknesses you're going to look to exploit?
We'll show you on Saturday.
Okay, fair enough.
I have a question. Like, what is the Rhino? Like, how did you come up with that nickname?
My grandpa gave it to me when I was younger.
Are you vegan like rhinos?
No.
So you don't embody the true rhino spirit?
No. I was pretty tough and strong as a kid, so my grandpa gave it to me.
That's what's up, bro. Congrats. Fire nickname.
Do you think that he respects you and your power and what you bring to the table?
It don't matter.
And when you said you were going to take me into deep waters, do you realize that rhinos are land animals?
You are really funny. I gotta give you that, bro.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I just am pointing out what you said and kind of poking holes in it. That's all. It's biology. Yeah.
Yes. No, I've seen that on.
And I got a
National
C-
Geographic.
in biology, but I know some things.
I feel like we're learning a lot about Jake Paul, the youngster. C-, never went to prom. We've learned a lot in the last 20 minutes about you. We did learn on our first press conference in January, you are donating your entire purse to boxing bullies. Is that still the case?
Yeah, 100% donating it. And, man, it's just such an honor to build more gyms around Puerto Rico. All of it's going to go. We already have the 5 gyms mapped out that we're renovating. Obviously, unveiled the Amanda Serrano gym in Carolina. So...
I was super honored what Jake is doing for, not just for me, but for the island of Puerto Rico, for the young generation in this sport, helping them find their future. That I was amazed at the gym that they gave me, so I'm going to give a percentage of my pay as well to boxing bullies.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
You really...
Oh, wow, let's go.
It really made me emotional.
Wow, thank you.
I'm taking a page out of your book and everything, like managing fighters as well. And just what you're doing for me and for the island is truly amazing. No one knows that you're the kindest person. And I just want to continue to, do stuff like you. So, yes,
Thank
definitely
you.
boxing
Thank
bullies
you,
is getting
Amanda.
something.
Thank you.
A lot of love being shown by you guys to Puerto Rico to you guys. I saw in the MVP Overtime series that you talked about how it's a little bit weird. Usually fight week, you have to travel, you're on a plane, you're in a hotel. This is a home game for you of sorts. A little bit different than the Cleveland fight of a couple of years ago against Tyron Woodley. Can you describe the differences when you're getting to sleep in your own bed as opposed to being out on the road?
Yeah, I think you're saving a lot of energy. And I think sometimes in these fights, they can be built up and you buy into the hype, and that can create nerves. So something about being at home just makes it feel like a sparring session, which if you're a fighter, is better, because sometimes you'll get under the lights and not perform the way you were performing in sparring because you're just overthinking too much. So I think for me, I perform the best when I'm relaxed and having fun, and being home here in Puerto Rico has given me a great advantage for this fight week.
All right. Let us throw it over now to the media to see if they have a question or two for Jake, Amanda, Wanna, Nina, Ryan, Joshua.
Hi. Hello, right here. Right here. Hi. Ricardo Torres from NBC Telemundo. Amanda, I want to ask you, quería preguntarte sobre ya apenas a 2 días de la pelea, ¿cómo están tus emociones? ¿Cómo está tu estado anímico? Físico, emocional, todo lo que conlleva el camino hacia una pelea que tú llevas años soñando de hacer aquí en Puerto Rico a 2 días de la pelea. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Me siento muy súper pompeado, contenta, emocionado, súper, todo, tiene todo mi emocionadas. And junto, I'm excited and I can't wait till Saturday night just to go out there and throw my hands.
Couldn't help but notice as you were asking that question that we have Indian boxing sensation Niraj Goyat here in attendance. And I've seen, hello Niraj, how are you? And I've seen both you and Jake going back and forth on social media, but then I saw a couple of days ago a bit of a run-in. Thank God Mr. Maldonado was here to break it up. Yes, well done. Jake, your thoughts on Niraj crashing the party, it seems?
Yeah, well, first of all, I respect Niraj for actually showing up, traveling across the world. Most fighters don't do that, and I would love to go to India and beat Niraj up. That's something that excites me, changing the course of boxing. There's 1.4 billion people in India, taking the sport there, putting on a massive event, and he's the most famous Indian boxer, and he's about his action. So he showed up, and
all the shit he talked online, he talked to me in person. So our teams are talking, and I think there's definitely something exciting to come of Jake Paul versus Niraj.
Could we get Niraj a microphone? Perhaps he can respond to that statement. I think he's standing on business, as they say, right?
He's standing on business.
Okay, that's what I thought, yeah. Hello, Niraj.
Hola, amigo. I'm in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
So I'm very excited, and I'm very happy, Jack team, that they will come to India for this event. And this event is very great for my Indian boxing community. And also, he's thinking he will knock out me, and I think he will never come back once he will reach India. I will knock him out.
Once you see what happens to the Rhino over there, you're going to be like, I don't know about this.
That's your wonder about me. That's your wonder about me. I don't know about Ryan and everything, so you are just wondering about me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank
Will
you.
you be attending on Saturday as well?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
I
cool.
will see him. Okay, thank you.
Okay, well done, well done. Any other questions for the fighters? Oh, right
still
over here.
here. Have a
Okay, yes.
follow-up.
Okay,
Have a
sorry about
follow-up.
that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's okay. Amanda, ¿qué mensaje tú quieres que esta ocasión, que esta pelea envíe sobre el estado actual del boxeo femenino? Va a haber cancha llena, van a pelear 12 rounds, 3 asaltos cada uno. ¿Qué tú quieres que esta pelea diga sobre el estado actual del boxeo femenino?
Amanda, what is the message that you want to send to the world by making sure that you guys are fighting 12 3-minute rounds? What message are you sending to everyone by making that statement this Saturday night?
Well, so far we're doing it. We're doing it right. We have two opponents, two warriors out there that don't speak bad about each other. Listen, I respect every opponent, but I fear none. And that's what I'm going to show. That's what we're going to show. We're going to go out there. We already sold the arena out, and we're going to show that we are capable and we're willing to go out there and fight 3 minutes for 12 rounds and come out healthy and come out respecting each other and just continue to do that.
Another question right over here.
Hey guys, Ryan Morick here with Fox News. Good to see you guys again. Wanna, you and I spoke last week. You were obviously pretty excited for all this pro debut. Now that you are here, over here. Hello. My bad. But now, last week you and I were talking about how excited you were. Now that you are here, has it hit you yet? And Jake and Amanda, what advice have you given the young buck to your right?
Yeah, this moment has definitely hit me for sure, but I made sure my preparation this camp would make this fight go exactly how I wanted to. I feel amazing, though. Overall, this has been the best shape of my life. I feel super locked in with my game plan. And overall, man, I'm so grateful to be here. I have such a great team around me. And I'm also excited to watch Amanda and Jake do their thing as well.
Yeah, and I think we were talking in the back. I think the second part of your question was if I gave him any advice. Yeah, I think we were just talking in the back, about just having fun, taking in that moment in the walkout and embracing it all. But this is what he was made for, He's built for this, and it's in his DNA. Working in front of crowds and being an actor gives you that skill to, take in the moment, work in front of people, and oddly enough, it can prepare you for moments like that. So he's got it.
Next up.
Hi, this is Brian Mazik representing Forbes, and I have a question actually for Jake and Amanda. So Jake, obviously Logan's here, and both of you guys are multifaceted entertainers and have done things in all sorts of combat sports realms. And I can't take total credit for this question. My son/photographer wanted to know if there was ever a possibility that you and Logan would actually engage in a boxing match or maybe even in a WWE match.
I see a world where we're WWE tag team partners. That would be sick. I'm honestly who would stop us? like for real. With it actually
Really? My bad.
Oh shit.
He got so excited.
I just spilled on her bag. I got super excited. Sorry about that, Amanda. Just ruined her Tiffany bag.
No, it's okay. It actually made it better because you spilled Celsius on it.
Yeah.
Hey, well done, well done. Yeah, I'd love to see the Paul brothers against the Judgment Day. You didn't ask me, but I would love to see that.
And this question is for Amanda. Amanda, I know that you're signed with Professional Fighters League as well, and I know you're not looking past this fight, but you have any information on when you'll make that promotional debut with PFL?
Well, we're talking about sometime this year, so you'll definitely see me back in that cage.
Love it. And by the way, Amanda, if I can ask, you know, I see your sister in attendance, legendary boxer as well. This is a family affair, obviously with Jonathan too. Have you guys had a moment to just kind of smell the flowers? And I know there's so much going on and you're being pulled in a million different directions, but just to kind of enjoy what you are about to do on Saturday. You guys have been through so much.
No,
have you had that chance?
I think Sunday we'll do that.
Okay, fair enough.
No, it's just too much. The build-up is just too much. That gives me all the energy I need to go out there and perform Saturday. But yeah, it's being in Puerto Rico. It's amazing to be with my sister. Won her title here, defended her title here. So it's just full circle for all of us.
Love it. Any more questions for the fighters? Yes, go ahead, sir.
Javier Gorbea, newspaper Claridad. It's been such a long time since we have two Boricuas fight for the title here in Puerto Rico. It's been like 13 years. Can you guys talk about the experience of doing it here? And Jake, do you see having more cards here in Puerto Rico in the future?
Yeah, look, I think there was a couple of challenges of making the fight here just because it hadn't been done in so long, but we made it happen. And I believe that after this event, there's going to be a lot of other promotions trying to come here, following our footsteps, but no one's going to ever do it like us, that's for sure. And I definitely want to continue having fights here because the crowd's amazing and it just such a beautiful island, and fighting at home is really awesome.
Thank you very much. Another question?
I have two questions, one for Mr. Joshua Torres and another for Amanda. Mr. Torres, you are the least known fighter in the card. What you can tell us about yourself and your career?
I'm just a hardworking, normal, regular guy. Been boxing since I was a kid. You know, coming up as a fighter, you dream of fighting on a big stage like this, and I'm really excited. I took it very, very serious. I had a great training camp, and I'm here to fight.
I think that question was for Joshua as well, right? Yes.
Oh, shit.
No problem. We get to learn about you. Joshua, the question was if you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, started boxing about 10 years ago. I started boxing because I loved it. It's like a chess game, and I love how it pushes you, it challenges you, and this opportunity that I have here is a very good opportunity. It's going to push me to the limit so I can figure out what type of person that I am and just bring out the best out of me and fight. And I really want to thank everybody here for allowing me to come here, be part of this big opportunity, and just want to say thank you.
Para Amanda, ¿qué mensaje quisieras enviarle a las niñas y chicas que están comenzando en el boxeo en estos momentos? A las chicas, ¿verdad?, que están comenzando a boxear, ¿qué mensaje tú quisieras dejarle?
Oh, sigue en tus sueños, trabaja duro y todo es posible. I didn't know I would headline a card in Puerto Rico. I didn't know I was going to do the things that I've done or I'm continuing to do. So just believe in yourself.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm back. This is for Nina. Is there any intimidation of quote-unquote being on the road? Repeat, yeah?
Yeah, say it again.
Nina, is there any... No problem. Is there any intimidation, any nerves of being on the road?
I mean, of course, I'm excited for the fight, and now that everything builds up, the atmosphere is great, but to be honest, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just happy to be in the ring on Saturday. I've prepared so well, so I feel very comfortable for the fight, and I just want to get in the ring with Amanda now.
Thank you very much. One more over here.
This question is for Jake. Jake, this is Kevin Garcia with Fight Hype. Jake, you grew up in the Cleveland area where there's a huge Puerto Rican demographic. Could you have ever imagined growing up that you'd be doing the things that you're doing, bringing fighting here to Puerto Rico, living in Puerto Rico? What are your thoughts when you just wrap your head around it all?
I don't think I have wrapped my head around it all. I think it's too hard to do that. I think things are moving too fast. It's all very, very surreal. I think maybe at the end of my career that could happen, but I'm just moving so fast and so focused and just on a tear that I'm just heads down, focused on my goal. But sometimes my friends and my family feel it, and I experience emotion through them. But yeah, it's hard when you're in the center of it all. You can't see the bird's eye view, but it's surreal, man. And I really, it goes to show that anyone watching back at home, anyone who hears this message, no matter where you're from or what you do or what your background is, you can seriously climb to the top of any sport, any business. I didn't know what a manager was, an agent, a lawyer. I didn't know what any of these things were when I was 16, but I just had a dream and didn't take no for an answer every single day. So anything is possible, man.
And still drawing the ire of the MMA community. You and Mr. Strickland going back and forth. You're still drawing the ire of the MMA community.
Yeah. I mean, look, I want to fight MMA. You know, I've called these guys out. I've tried to make the fight happen with Ryan's boyfriend, Nate. And these guys just don't really want the smoke. So I want to do an MMA fight in the PFL. I've tried to make it happen with numerous names, and I want to be one of the first boxers, you know, in the height of their career to transfer over and do a massive, massive MMA fight.
Any truth to the rumor, by the way? If you win, you will finally get a cell phone.
Oh no, that's not true.
No cell phone. Okay.
when I retire from when I retire, I would definitely get a cell phone. But I would like to add something. Another big news for me, for the team. We are launching, thanks to Jake Nikisa, MVP Puerto Rico.
Wow.
So yeah, so we definitely be a part of that. So we're gonna be signing amazing talent coming out of just Puerto Rico and putting on shows here as well all over the world. So.
I love it. Any other news? I was actually going to wrap it up. I didn't know you had more news. I don't want to steal anything else to share, or
No.
that's it? Okay, that's enough. That's enough. All right, well, tremendous stuff, guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, March 2nd here in Puerto Rico, El Choliseo. I say that right? Yes?
Choliseo.
Yes, I've been working on
El
it.
Choli.
Or El Choli. That's how the people here on the street say. I'm not quite there just yet. It's going to be amazing. And look, she is the face of Puerto Rican boxing. He is the face of MVP. She is the face of MVP. Dare I say, DAZN, the face, the home of all things boxing. This is one of many great fights coming up on the DAZN schedule. Take a look at this.
Live on DAZN worldwide, Friday, March 8th. Joshua versus Ngannou. His earthquaking power shocked the world. The left fury floored.
Big shot from Ngannou.
Now back into the ring. He seeks to knock down and knock out. But AJ is back. The pursuit of 3-time world champ is on. It's all to fight for in knockout chaos. Live on DAZN worldwide, Friday, March 8th. Buy now at DAZN.com.
This is an incredible lineup of fights coming up. Can't wait for each and every one of them. But of course, we can't wait for Saturday. First things first, March 2nd, right here in this incredible locale here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We say hello to the co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, the one and only Nikisa Badarian, always all dripped out, rocking the Mambas. I love it. And we'll face off the fighters here one at a time. We kick things off with the two men who will be headlining the prelim card. First up, Heedley Scott and Christopher Pitufo Diaz. Heedley Scott and Pitufo Diaz. This fight will be headlining the prelim card on Saturday. two fighters looking to set the tone as we get into the main card. Next up, we'll say hello to two super flyweights kicking off the main card. First up, the 5-0, the Mexican Gloria Munguia. Say hello to Gloria Munguia, everyone. And her opponent, the undefeated, the young sensation, the rising star, recently signed by Amanda Serrano, a veteran of the Most Valuable Prospects shows, Puerto Rico's own Crystal Rosado. Say hello to Crystal Rosado, everyone. (5-0) against 2-0, kicking off the main card. 7 p.m. Eastern Time on DAZN. No pay-per-view required. Available with your subscription. Thank you very much, ladies. Next up, it's a WBO Junior Flyweight World Title fight. We'll say hello first to a man representing Puerto Rico, looking to unseat the champion. It's the 12-3 with 9 knockouts, Rene Santiago. His opponent, he is the reigning defending WBO Junior Flyweight World Champion, also representing Puerto Rico, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez. Great stuff there. Puerto Rico versus Puerto Rico. WBO Junior Flyweight title fight. Santiago versus Gonzalez. Thank you, gentlemen. Next up, we'll say hello to a man looking to pull off an upset in his third pro fight. He is Joshua Torres. Joshua Torres, everyone. His opponent, making his global pro debut, the 17-year-old Paul Wanna Walton. Don't blink in this one. Torres, Walton, Saturday, El Choliseo. Limited tickets available, ticatera.com. All right, speaking of someone looking to spoil the plans, let's say hello once again to Ryan the Rhino Borland. And his opponent, El Gallo de Dorado, the problem child, the one and only Jake Paul. (17-2), Ryan Borland looking to stop the hype train that is Jake Paul. Jake Paul looking to improve his record to 9-1, going back and forth. No love lost here between these two. Cruiserweight fight. Once again, Jake Paul has someone's hat. Give it up for Jake Paul and Ryan Borland, everyone. All right. And headlining the card, we say hello one more time to the pride of Germany, Nina Meinke. And her opponent, the one who brought this card back to Puerto Rico, one of the best boxers on the planet, regardless of gender, a pound-for-pound great, a trailblazer, a legend, a pioneer, the unified world featherweight champion, the real deal, Amanda Serrano.
Party time is over, baby. Party time is over. Now it happens.
12 3-minute rounds. History once again. Germany versus Puerto Rico. Serrano versus Meinke. And one more time, we'll say hello to all the fighters who participated today, and of course tomorrow evening, right back here at the Distrito T-Mobile, they will all be weighing in as we make everything official for Saturday at the El Choliseo here in San Juan. These are the fighters, and last but not least, Wanna Walton, who will set off fireworks indoors on Saturday, March 2nd. This Saturday, live and exclusively on DAZN. Very, very limited tickets available. You could get them locally at ticatera.com. Thank you very much to the fighters. Once again, the weigh-ins tomorrow evening right here in San Juan. Your last chance to see the fighters as they step on the scale. Before they compete on Saturday, you can watch it all over the world on DAZN. Open to the public here. Come join us. For now, though, thank you so much for watching. Can't wait for Saturday night. Good luck to all the fighters. I'm Ariel Helwani saying adios from San Juan. The biggest boxing event to ever take place in Puerto Rico is a massive, historic main event. 12 3-minute rounds.
She's the queen of the island.
The real deal, Amanda Serrano.
There's no backing down.
He is looking to make a statement.
The problem child.
El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
Should be the biggest event in Puerto Rican boxing history, and it's going to be a night to remember.